Morning, morning. Okay, so today is a very long stage. It's like 92k or something like that. So I'm actually going to cycle this stage. My ankle's like super sore, but it's okay to kind of shuffle along, but for 92k I'm not sure I would get that far. I mean, I could probably do another marathon again, but it would probably not be ideal. It'd be slow again. So the idea was always like do a cycle stage if we need to, if there's like a need and either injured, so it counts as an FKT, which is amazing, so that's still something really cool. But yeah, it's probably the safer option. I think you definitely have to be careful when you're doing things like this to make sure that you can actually do it and you're not going to get injured and then jeopardize the rest of the journey. So the idea was always to do sort of a marathon or ultra marathon a day, and then it's got to take the same amount of time as it did for me just to do a marathon anyway, because I was going so slow. So it's probably going to be around about 5-6 hours, maybe longer, I don't know, we'll see. And I think that's safer and better than doing 10 plus hours attempting to run 92k and then either getting absolutely exhausted or being completely broken, because that's the other thing. We've got no rest days. There's no days where I take time off to then try and recoup. It's only in the afternoons that I'm sleeping and resting, so that's why I'm cycling, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice long one and we should see plenty of fabulous things, so here we go.
Have a lovely time. You've got everything you need.
Here we are.
Good morning.
So yeah, basically what we're doing, because the whole challenge is over 18 days and I didn't have any other days spare, so I couldn't because I wanted to do it all with mum and dad as well. We had these 18 days in the calendar, which meant we could do it, but that also means that you've got a limited amount of time. So to avoid injury and to make sure that I'm resting, I'm doing a 60-mile bike ride instead, but it's completely different muscle groups and it will act like a recovery, and it also means that we can get a lot of the stage done to get to Vienna, because that's the other thing. I was getting a bit slower, but it's kind of like a recovery run, and that'll get us to Ingolstadt, which is like doing 2 stages basically in one. Just cool, made up for a bit of time, and should be good to go again, running the next day. There was a big weather warning last night which said it was going to be like thunderstorms, potential flooding, hurricanes, like there was nothing. So that's why we stayed in a little place last night, because we were thinking if we were going to get up and then have to pack the tent away and it was going to be absolutely pissing down and soaking wet, it would have been really bad. But it seems to have missed us and it's really nice again, so I don't know, luck is in our favour. But it has cooled off, which is also good. It's probably about 20 degrees. Hopefully it stays around that rather than gets up to 30. But yeah, so far so good. Hello. I'm absolutely covered in bugs. Ugh, there's one just landed on my lip. Oh, there's a hare crossing the road. You can't see it. Hello. Okay, just had to stop because I didn't know which way it was going. Yeah, I'm covered in bugs. Obviously I'm going a lot faster and there are bugs everywhere. They're all getting me. So I'm probably going to get off here at some point and be covered in horrible little black bits. So yeah, fun and games. And we've found the bakery. That's where we're going. This place is so cute though, look. How nice. It was a nice stop. We've also got some extra little bits here for later, so we'll do another 20 miles. So we've got like 60-ish miles today, so it's around about 90 something K. And then yeah, we'll maybe stop every 20 miles and have a little food. I feel good though, and I'm just using different muscles. How do you feel?
Oh, it's good. I'm tired. It's hard work keeping up with you. I'm going at race pace, you're going at training pace.
Yeah. Here he comes. Go on. It's a hard one, isn't it? Well done. Here we are. So we're following these here. Done out route. Going well. Just been up a really big hill, and weather-wise it's much nicer. It's cooler, which is a lot easier. But I've got to tell you, this would have been a really hard stage. I mean, we've done about 28 miles now, so I mean, it's taken me hours to get to this point, but it was so flat, and it was so, well, obviously it's flat, but it was so open and all along roads, like this particular one, because at this point the river actually splits into lots and lots of different sections and ponds and streams and lakes, and there isn't like an easy route to take, so we just follow obviously the whole thing, which is the cycle route, which is why Mum and Dad can come with me. But yeah, it would have been a horrible stage because it would have just been like open along roads, which was really boring, and no shelter. So it's probably really fortuitous that actually I'm doing this stage on the bike, but I can definitely feel my ankle and my knee, although this is really probably good recovery for it. Hopefully, you know, the rest of the time it'll be fine and I'll continue running. But yeah, it's by no means a short stage, you know, it's not like I'm copping out. I've got still 90k in the bag to do at least. Dad's pushing the bike up. This is a really hilly stage. Good job I'm cycling this, because I think it would have been really hard running with a dodgy ankle and knee. But yeah, it's a pretty hilly one. I think because the river's kind of going all over the place. The route goes up in the hills, which is nice, but and definitely good for a change in the terrain of being flat or slightly downhill. But boy, it's quite heavy, these touring bikes. So yeah, bit of an effort, definitely a workout, but feeling good. And I think using the different muscles is probably helping condition my body, sort of recovery, like active recovery, isn't it? I can still feel my ankle and my knee, but not so bad. And I think with a good rest as well this afternoon, should be okay. And then I'll do another ultra tomorrow. Yay! That's my here we go again face. But I am loving it. I can't deny it. And I feel very lucky to be able to do something like this. And although it does tire you out, every day I'm like, let's go. Like, I really am excited. So everyone's like, I wonder when that's gonna wear off. And I'm like, never, you don't know me. Like my partner, he's always like, you literally like a wind-up clock. Like, you wind you up and then you wake up in the morning and it's like, burp, 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 and then that's it, you're dead for the night, and then you go again the next day. And I've always kind of been like that. It's like, I'll just work and work and work and work until I burn out, and then I'll have like a day off. Hey, yeah. And then I'm ready to go again. It's a weird noise. But yeah, that's how I work, and it works for me. Anyway, I shall show some views. we are. So after about 32 miles, we finally got to the river.
Oh, it's been agony.
A lot of up and down and a lot of boring roads. But now we're on the river and we're on a much nicer path. So hopefully the rest of it will be kind of like this.
Yeah, we want it pretty from now on.
Yes, please. Feeling better now?
Helping.
It was a long one.
Yeah, further than I normally go.
But still quicker. So we just had a pit stop at mile 40 and Dad had a little rest on the floor.
And a power nap.
Yeah, it's like double the distance what we'd normally go, so I think it's quite, I don't know, it's a bit more for you, isn't it?
Yeah, still nearly 20 miles to go.
Yeah, still 20 miles to go, but all good. All good, and it's also just so much cooler, which makes a massive difference, because I was saying to Dad, like, one of the things that makes you so slow is also just the heat, and you end up just going really slow. So I think if it had been a hot day today, it would have been like not so great. And there was weather warnings that it was going to be really, really stormy, but again, they've not turned up, so this is perfect. It was meant to be, and I think if I had run this, I'd have been ages, so it could have been maybe like 11, 12 hours, and it would have been really, really difficult because it was a lot of it was quite hilly, and obviously that would then, whatever time I ended up getting into Ingolstadt, I would then have like not much time to sleep to then go again and do another ultra marathon tomorrow. So yeah, it's better this way, and hopefully I'll be fresher tomorrow. So we've just arrived in Newburgh Nowberg, and it's really gorgeous. There's like a really old town you can sort of see behind me here, and it looks stunning. So we're just going round it, and then we'll get to Ingolstadt. So hopefully Ingolstadt's as nice. I think Dad might be suffering a bit, but although it's like the same amount of time as we would normally be kind of running, it's just longer on the bike, and he's obviously been riding for longer anyway, and he's just a bit older, I suppose, but it's all good. So he's just calling Mum, saying that we're about 22k from Ingolstadt, so that should take us around about, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. Not too long. Yeah.
And we're going to go around there past that campsite bit, then it's this really long straight road.
Yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle through the woods. Down here, and then it's basically straight up back towards the river, and we meet Mum just there.
Cool. Alright, let's do that then. You tired?
I'm exhausted. I'm going to have a sleep when I get there.
He'll be like me on a running stage.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's go. Right, folks, it is mile 50, which sounds crazy, but like, Lord, I'm not running that. So, mile 50, and it is mantra of the day, or message of the day. And I have one here. So, day 7. Can't believe it's day 7 already. That's crazy. I knew this was going to go fast, but like, I don't know. It feels really fast. Okay, this is hard to read. I'm going to put you down here. Okay, it says, "Hi Mary, I'm Catherine, and I'm a survivor of a childhood brain tumour. I just wanted to say how much I admire you for taking on this amazing and inspiring challenge. I'm really looking forward to following your journey online, sending you my very best wishes, and that is from Catherine. Oh, thanks Catherine. And look, a castle for Catherine. Amazing. Thank you so much. Now, I actually met Catherine when I went to one of the conventions, and she also came along to my little launch of doing this Danube challenge, and she's an amazing woman. She's really beautiful, super kind, and a go-getter, you know, and she's been through so much, and she's actually now an adult, and she does a lot with the charity and with Helen, and helps other childhood brain cancer survivors navigate their way through life and adulthood. You know, she is an adult now and she's going through it all, but you know, she's just amazing, and she's one of these people that inspires me to go and do something like this, because if she can make it through cancer and brain cancer, you know, have it cut out of her head, part of her brain, and you know, manage to get through all of that trauma, because it's such an invasive operation really. If she can get through all of that, come out the other side and still live a successful and healthy life, then this is for her, you know, that I can do this too. And yeah, she's a wonderful person. So Catherine, thank you very much for your message, and I can't wait to see you when I get back. Take care. So I've just translated this. It says gates, which are here, will open, please pull lever. Or like, gates will open when called, please pull lever. But it says here, someone's written wasp's nest. There's actually a little wasp's nest in there. I don't know if you can see it.
There you are. Well done.
I've just cooked some dinner. So I've got a sort of mixed rice, chickpeas, carrots and corn in here, and then I've done chicken in a sort of seasoning with yogurt. So it should be nice and tasty, good protein. And Dad is fast asleep in there. Mum is helping me, and we've done a nice little tomato and avocado salad, and I've also got kiwi and melon, my favourite. Yum. Mum's got a new toy for the bike, so she's off. We'll never see her again.
It'd be upsetting if she found she put it on my bike by mistake.
I wonder if she'll go off in a Crocs again. What we didn't tell you was yesterday Mum went off for her whole stage in Crocs. She forgot her shoes.